The Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition will soon be under the guidance of new leadership. It was announced recently that Kristen Schoenbeck will become the new director of the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition, stepping into a key leadership role within the organization. She succeeds longtime director Lisa Berkey, who leaves behind a strong legacy of community engagement, prevention programming, and coalition building efforts. Kristen's leadership marks a new chapter for the organization with an emphasis on building upon existing programs while exploring innovative approaches to community wellness. And here to give us some insight is the woman herself, Kristen Schoenbeck. Kristen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thanks. Thank you for having me, Jake. I appreciate it.
Of course. First off, congratulations on your brand new role. What does being named director of the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition mean to you personally and professionally?
It's an honor, honestly. As you mentioned, Lisa Berkey is an amazing leader. She has built this program and connected with so many people in the West Bloomfield community. And I get to stand on her shoulders and continue the great work in the community and with students, seniors, all different ages in prevention efforts. And I'm all for it.
We love that, and we're very curious to see what you're going to be bringing to this new position. What inspired you to step into this leadership position at this point in your career?
Good question. I have a management background. I've done events, I've done fundraising. I've worked in the nonprofit sector for 15 years. I've worked in the profit sector for 6 or 8 years. I've done lots of different things, and this position pulls together all of those pieces for me. But the piece that I care the most about is that it does good. It's doing good in the community. It's helping other people. I'm at an age in my life where I want to do good. I want significance in impacting others for good things. And this job gives me that opportunity, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it.
And it's great to hear of how much this means to you and how it's inspiring you going forward. What is your overall vision for the Community Coalition as we move forward?
Jake, as I said, Lisa has an incredible coalition. I'm super impressed with the work she's already done. She's in all of the schools. She's in the public schools, private schools. She's in the adult senior center. We're all over the place, teaching parents, teaching all different ages, all different groups. So that is in place, and I'm fortunate to be able to step right into that. The things I would like to add personally, I would love to get students involved. I'd love some student groups, some youth action boards, both in the middle school and the high school levels. I'd love to get some experiential learning events in place as well. That's my background. I've done some big events. I'd love to work with the community in creating science-based solutions for social and big words, social and emotional learning problems that we're addressing in the community. I'd love to build some big events around that as well. I think the biggest thing now for me is getting kids involved and hearing their voices and giving them a place to speak out into the things they're experiencing and how to solve it.
That's great, and it's amazing that you're providing all of these opportunities for kids and students throughout the community. Why is it so important to be showcasing these opportunities and to be providing these opportunities for the younger generations in Greater West Bloomfield?
The students in the West Bloomfield School District just finished a MyFi test. And as we're still working through those numbers, but what I do know from the MyFi test we had 2 years ago is that 30 to 45% of kids are struggling for over 2 weeks at a time in their life, feeling depressed. And of that, there's a very small percentage, but still a percentage of kids that are considering suicide and even have action plans for that. So when I hear those numbers, my heart goes out to these kids. I think that the community, the Greater West Bloomfield community is an incredible community, and they care about their students and they care about mental wellness in a way that many other school districts and communities don't. And so I want to be a part of that solution for these kids. I want them to have a voice. I want them to have authority in the decision making of what we need for the kids and for the schools. But I want to, as I said, do good. I want to help kids that are struggling, that might not have another place to talk about it.
I love that, Kristen, and I love hearing that passion in your voice of what you're really hoping to provide for the people of Greater West Bloomfield. That's what we want to hear, especially as you're stepping into this brand new role. For those just joining us on the Splash Live, I'm talking with Kristen Schoenbeck, who's going to be becoming the new director of the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition, taking the position over from Lisa Berkey. Now, Kristen, you were just talking about helping the mental health of some of the younger generations in Greater West Bloomfield. Would you say that's one of the biggest challenges currently facing the Greater West Bloomfield community right now that you're looking to address, among some other things?
Oh, absolutely. With the influence of social media, everybody has a cell phone in their back pocket. Social bullying, cyberbullying, all the different things that are happening are. It's a new world. It's a new world from when my kids were like high school age. My kids are older now, and we didn't have to, as parents, we didn't have to deal with any of that stuff. Didn't exist. And so the many different ways that people can hurt other people, hurt people, we need to address, and we need to be on top of it. And I want to be a leader in that for the community. I want to bring the education. I want to bring the programs. I want to bring the experiential learning to the kids so they stay engaged and they don't just blow it off like, oh, here we have to sit through another educator teaching us something. No, I want them involved so that it's something that they're hearing from their peers. That has way more significance to a high schooler than me standing up there and telling them, by the way, don't vape. So there's definitely a need. It's growing in all communities, not just West Bloomfield, Greater West Bloomfield. And I want to be a part of the solution.
That's great, and that's amazing to hear of everything you're looking to do with this new position. And with this new position, it also means getting involved with the community a bit more, talking to people, talking with community members, everyday people walking down the street. How are you looking to have these personal connections with the community, with the members, everywhere you look in Greater West Bloomfield?
Yeah, again, I'm super fortunate to have Lisa Berkey in my back pocket. She's super connected, and we have spent 2 months meeting with people daily, people that she knows and people she's already networked with. I want to continue to build that. It's, Greater West Bloomfield's a big area. And between the township government, the Parks and Rec, the police department, the fire department, it goes on and on. The connections of people and groups and businesses and nonprofits that want to come alongside and connect with the community. But I have a long way to go. There's still a lot of people out there, and I'd love to connect with and talk with everybody else. That's a lot.
And I'm sure they can't wait to have those conversations with you, Kristen. I got a couple more questions before we wrap things up. People are going to be looking to you. They're going to want to get involved with the coalition's mission. They're going to want to get involved in any way that they can. How can community members help support the coalition's mission under your leadership?
Well, one of the other things that I really want to do is I want to develop a volunteer team. People that are about what we do. They want to help protect kids and seniors, everyone in the community from every type of issue out there when it comes to drugs, vaping, marijuana, social and emotional learning, all the things that are affecting the community. I would love to develop a volunteer team of people that want to jump in and also feed into what we do here, give me ideas and steer the ship with me. So I'm open to anyone, anywhere that wants to jump in and be a part of the volunteer team. Yeah, love that.
And I love that too. And April is National Volunteer Month, so something like this is coming at the perfect time. I'm sure so many people are going to want to get involved with the coalition. Kristen, last question before we wrap things up. We're looking ahead a little bit. We're looking down the line. Once you've settled into your position as director, what would success look like for you in this role a year from now?
It's a good question, Jake. I think success for me will be having really great student action boards. I really want to get those kids in, and I want to hear from them. I want to know them. I want relationship with them. So that's a big deal to me. That will be one. Two, I'd love to throw some incredibly great, big, huge, fun, social, emotional learning event, whether it's a field day or whether it's something with Parks and Rec. I don't know. There's a gazillion groups out there that I'd love to connect with and work with. So something like that would be important to me, not just because it it gets our name out there. That's not what it's about for me necessarily. It's about working with the community and creating something that's beneficial. So yeah, those would probably be the two big things. And of course, a volunteer team.
So many great things to look forward to within the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition. Kristen, thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
Thank you for having me.